Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. In this lesson, I'm going to explain to you something. If you apply it correctly, it's going to increase your win rate tremendously. So if you have, for example, a win rate of 65 or 60%, you can easily take it to 80 or 85%, even to 90% by just following the method that I'm going to show you. And by eliminating this one mistake, you're going to take your trading game to the next level. So if you are interested in that, then follow along with me till the end and don't forget to take notes, all right? So the mistake that majority of traders do, and for me, it is the number one reason why everybody have such a low win rate, is that trying to catch tops and bottoms or trying to reverse the market, all right? So let me show you right here what I mean. And I promise you guys, if you apply the tips that I'm going to show you here today, you're going to see instant results. All right. So let's start with a crude example right here. And let's say that we have an uptrend. All right. So first of all, we're going to describe the problem that everybody have. And then we're going to understand why this is happening, why we repeat the same problem again and again. And then we're going to find a solution to it. So first of all, we need to understand why this is happening first in order to fix it. So let's say that we have an uptrend. Now, in an uptrend, basically, and this is common knowledge, is that you want to buy here, all right? Once price finish the expansion and in an uptrend or a downtrend, all you have is two cycles. The market is pretty easy to read. You either have an expansion or you have a pullback, an expansion or a pullback, expansion or a pullback. Yet a lot of traders fail in these conditions. So what you want to do, and the perfect scenario, is that you want to buy once price retraces to here, right? It doesn't matter what we have here, a point of interest, it could be an imbalance, right? A swing point, but basically you want to buy from here. You're going to look for a confirmation. Sometimes you can enter without any confirmation, but this is the point of enters that you want to buy from. This is 1, 2, 3, and so on and so on. But the problem is that a lot of traders try to short from here, all right? Now, the objective of them shorting from here, it can be basically riding the pullback from here, or they want to reverse the whole market, all right? They want to reverse the whole market. They think that the trend is going to end soon, right? Because the trend is bound to end at some point. So they're going to try to reverse it, all right? Again, either to reverse everything or to ride the pullback. And that is basically the number one mistake that is killing your profit, that is making you unprofitable, is trying to catch the pullback or trying to reverse everything, trying to catch the pullback here, trying to catch the pullback here, all right? This is the number one reason you are unprofitable or you have such a low win rate. You are trying to short during uptrend and you are trying to buy during a downtrend. Now, first of all, let me tell you why we try to short from here. So let's understand the problem and why this is happening. And I'm going to tell you next why this is not the correct way, why this is not optimal, why catching pullbacks, even if the pullback happened, right, all the way to here, why this is not worth it, all right? So first of all, why we try to catch tops and bottoms and why we try to reverse the market. So one of the reasons is that we tend to think by catching the top of bottoms, we're going to have the best entry possible, high returns, high RR. By catching the absolute bottom or the absolute top, in this case, we're going to have the best entry possible, all right? So basically the trend is, basically the market is turning up right here. And if we see a small indication that we're going to reverse, maybe a market structure shift right here, right? A small market structure shift, we're going to think that this one is going to be the one that's going to take us all the way to here. So we have a really tight stop loss and we have a large TP. So a lot of traders think that by catching the reversal, they're going to have the best RR, right? Rather than just following the trend because they think the trend is going to likely to end. It's going to likely to end soon, right? So it's better to catch the reversal. That's one of the reasons. another reason is that the lack of patience. So maybe price is trading higher, right? And this is your point of interest to buy from here, all right? And price is turning higher from here. Now, since you know that price is gonna come back to here, right? So why not just trade with it? Why not just ride the pullback to here and then you're gonna find another trade from here to ride the expansion? So one of the reasons why we try to catch tops and bottoms is the lack of patience. We can't sit on our hands and wait for our entry, for our point of interest to get hit. And trying to ride the pullback into here, since the market is going to pull back eventually, it might seem as a logical reason to take an entry from here, but I'm going to explain to you why this is not the case. This is you being impatient, all right? Now, another reason why we try to catch bottoms and tops is that the satisfaction, all right? You see a lot of traders on social media bragging with their charts about catching the absolute bottom or the absolute top, all right? That gives you a sense of satisfaction. But what you don't see is that they don't show you all the failed attempt to catch the bottom or to catch the top, all right? So that's another reason why we try to catch here. And now, since we understand the problem and why this is happening, let me tell you why it's not a good idea to try to catch the pullback right here. And weeks ago, when I published my model that is based on DTFX market structure, basically, I told you that 80% of my trades during the day or during the week is going to be with the trend. So basically buying from here, and only 20% of them is going to be against the trend. So 20% of them is going to be against the trend, trying to catch pullbacks, all right? And in recent days, I'm basically taking only with trends, all right? Sometimes I take pullbacks, but I'm very, very selective with it. So let me tell you why it's not good to catch pullbacks. First of all, you don't know if the pullback is going to be here, all right? So let me give you another example right here. So these are three types of pullbacks. We have this shallow pullback, we have this medium pullback, right? And then we have this deep pullback. So basically, we have no idea if the pullback is going to be like this, this, or this. We have absolutely no idea, guys. You can't really know for sure, 100% sure, whether the pullback is going to be like this, this, or this. But majority of traders that want to catch pullbacks, they think this is the one, all right? Every time, this is the pullback that the market is going to do. But this is not the case. Sometimes price taps into a fair value gap right here and then make a new high. Sometimes it's go even further. Maybe we have some imbalances right here and then continue higher. Sometimes it go all the way to here, to the origin of the move, something here unmitigated, and then it will continue higher, right? So when we see that market structure shift right here, so let's say this is a higher time frame zone. Let's say this is a higher time frame trend, and let's say this is the 1 minute trend, right? Because I use the 1 minute and the 5 minute time frame, and here, the 1 minute and the 5 second time frame, and here maybe you're gonna see a 5 second market structure shift, right? Now, when we have that market structure shift right here, we wait for that pullback, and we're gonna try to short, right? We're gonna try to short with the objective of riding the pullback. But you don't know if the pullback is going to be all the way to here. It's going to be this time, deep pullback, or it's going to be this one or this one. Sometimes this leg, the leg that broke this low, is the pullback, all right? So this is going to be this type 1. Sometimes this is the pullback, and when you try to short from here to here, you are trying to short an expansion leg, this one right here, all right? And if you go to your charts, if you go to your losers, you're going to find this happens a lot of times. Go to your journal and analyze the losers, the trades that you took against the trend. Sometimes the trend is too strong, right? You will not get this kind of pullback, guys. You will have this. You will have this one. Sometimes this one. And even if we have this pullback, this medium pullback, a lot of times you're going to get stopped out if you don't have, or if you didn't get the best entry possible from here, and then ride the pullback from here, and then it's going to be reverse. Now sometimes you will have this scenario right here. Price gave you that market structure shift, but it didn't retrace right away. But what happened is that it traded all the way to here, and it didn't retrace, as I said, all the way to here, and you missed the trade. You missed the trade that you waited for some time, right? And now you're going to force this entry. Once price returns back to it, since now you missed the trade, you are not thinking straight, right? You are not thinking with logic. You're going to try to short from here since this zone right here is unmitigated. But what you didn't realize is that we are in the middle of the expansion. The pullback is already over, right? There is no point of price pulling back from here. And I have a lot of examples. And maybe I'm going to show you this in a later video, in a backtesting video, right? Not this one. But if we go to this chart right here, all right, and this is the 1 minute chart. We have this expansion right here, and we have this small pullback right here. Now, this small pullback on the 5-second time frame, or imagine this is a 1 hour time frame, all right? It doesn't matter the time frame. This small pullback right here on the 5-second time frame is a market structure shift, right? So if you took that re-entry from here, or that retest, that pullback here, and you want to short to this zone, and you think the pullback is going to end from here, and then the market is going to trade higher, what happens is that you get stopped out, right? Here's another example. We have a shallow pullback right here. We have only a shallow pullback. We didn't trade all the way to here, all right? So as you can see here, this is why I told you that you will not be able to know whether the pullback is going to be this one, or this one. And as you can see, this one is a shallow pullback. The next leg, we have a deep pullback into here. So now you are basically gambling, guys. You are hoping for the best. You are shorting, and you are hoping to get a deep pullback and for your TP to get hit, right? And then we have another example right here. We have a shallow pullback to here. Some of you will short this into this, and then you will get stopped out, right? You will get stopped out right here. So by just eliminating taking counter trend setups, you're going to increase your win rate tremendously. All you have to do is to wait for price to come back to here, let the pullback end. It doesn't matter. It's not of your business, right? Let it pass, and then once price returns back into your zone, even if price didn't return to your zone and it created a new high, now you have another zone right here. Then you're going to look for continuations from here, right? So when you take trades with the trend, when you take buys, the only reason you're going to get stopped out is that you didn't place your stop loss correctly. Maybe you put a really tight stop loss, or maybe your entry was too early, all right? That's the only reasons why you're getting stopped out. So if you choose a proper entry right here, and you put the stop loss on a protected low, in most of the times you will win. And even if you have a wide stop loss, your TP gonna get hit because you are trading with the trend right here. Now, eliminating trading against the trend will lower your number of setups, but I'm pretty sure that it will increase your win rate and thus increasing your profits. So just taking 4 or 5 trades per day, right? Scalping 4 or 5 trades per day, winning 4, maybe losing 1, that's gonna make you unstoppable, all right? So I believe that this is the end of this video, and I advise you guys to go backtest this and go to your journal and look through your winners or your losers, right? And then you will see that most of your losers are against the trend and you trying to catch reversals. So if you have any questions, please DM me on my Twitter account or leave a comment down below and I will answer you as soon as I can. Now, happy trading and good luck.